Hello, everybody. We are Đỗ Trường Giang and Trần Văn Quyen. Today we would be very happy to present our presentation about the digitalizing the scientific heritage, the case of the Nishimura project. Here's a photo of Nishimura. The late Dr. Nishimura Masanari was a Japanese archaeologist who spent many years researching and training in archaeology in Vietnam until he passes away in 2013. In recognition of his significant achievements and scientific contributions, and simultaneously spreading his intellectual legacy and research results, his colleagues and students have been conducting the Nishimura project. The phase one of the project was implemented from the 2013 to 2020. The primary outcome was the publication of some of the Nishimura's works, especially his outstanding research on the shipwreck in central Vietnam. From the 2021, Nishimura project will begin phase two to digitize his entire scientific legacy, which we consider a kind of the scientific intellectual heritage. And in phase two, project members will aim to complete the database and post it all on the official website of the Nishimura project. Nishimura Masanari was born in Japan, in Yamaguchi, Japan, and he obtained the PhD from Tokyo University in 2007. He first visited Vietnam in 1990 for the first time and participated in the excavation in Lang Vác site in Nghệ An province. And from that time onwards, he stayed and worked in Vietnam for decades. He has undertaken many excavations in Vietnam and get involved in training, in cooperation, and implementing many projects in Vietnam. He also got many recognition from the Vietnamese government and institution. During his entire academic career, Nishimura has undertaken many important projects. For example, he cooperated with the Vietnamese scholars, especially the scholars in Hue, Thừa Thiên Huế province, to undertake the project to investigate and digitize the Hanoi document in the village of the Hue region. Also in the Hue, Thừa Thiên Huế province, he cooperated with the local scholar to digitizing the water use map of the Thuy Tu village in Hue, in Thừa Thiên Huế province. He also implemented a long-term project on studying the Champa and the Đại citadels, and especially focus on the Hoa Châu Citadel in Thừa Thiên Huế province. Here are some photograph of Nishimura when he did excavation in Vietnam. And here are the artifacts and objects from the Châu Tân shipwreck in Quang Ngai province, and one of the last important work that he undertaken before he passed away in 2013, and why he was doing field survey in Bắc Ninh province. And after the late Professor Nishimura passes away, his colleagues, his wife, Dr. Noriko, his colleagues and his students have undertook many important events and work to commemorate his contribution. For example, in 2015, Vietnamese, Japanese, and Singaporean scholars organized an international workshop in Singapore to dedicate it to his career. And his colleagues also published his final work on the ancient citadel in Vietnam and Champa, and also his wife, Dr. Noriko, and his colleague setting up a team to continue his work on the Châu Tân shipwreck in Quang Ngai province. And also one of the important achievement is that Dr. Noriko decided to transfer all Nishimura's private library to the University of Social Science library. And here are some photographs of the Nishimura library at the USS. And from 2021, the Nishimura projects enter the second phase, and it could take like 2 or 3 years for implementing. And for this phase, the team effort to digitize his entire scientific legacy and aim to complete the database and post it all on the official website of the Nishimura project. And with some specific goals of the project includes digitizing the exhibits at the Kim Lan Ceramic Museum in Hanoi and the Chotan Shipwreck exhibition, and building a 3D virtual museum of the exhibits, digitizing, classifying, cataloging, and posting on the website of the published research work of the Nishimura, digitize and post on the website photo documents, excavation diary documents, incomplete research paper at archaeological excavation sites that has been conducted for 20 years in Vietnam. This project is carried out in an effort to widely publicize and spread the scientific research achievement of Nishimura and approach this as a kind of scientific intellectual heritage. Our first activity is to setting up an official fan space we call the Nishimura Vietnam or Disa Nishi, and to marketing and to let the people know about our project. At first, we try to digitize the exhibits at the Kim Lan Ceramic Museum in Hanoi and the Chotan Shipwreck exhibition and build a 3D virtual museum of the exhibit. So our order of the work or the task including the making a list or documenting artifacts, the 3D scanning of the group of the exhibits on display, build the layout of the virtual gallery space and bring the 3D image of the exhibit to the virtual space with the coordination and assistance of the 3D art company. Then we build a website and put a virtual museum on the internet. Here's some photograph of the Kim Lan Ceramic Museum in the Kim Lan village, Gia Lam district in Hanoi city. It's very close to the Bat Chang village, and it's one of the important sites that Nishimura has dedicated his career to study for many years. And here's some the map showing the location of the Kim Lan village and the museum. And here are some objects and artifacts that's in display at the local museum, the Kim Lan Museum. And the second collection is the shipwreck collection in Quang Ngai province that Nishimura spent many years in his studying in Quang Ngai province. And here are some photo that the owner, Mr. Lam Du Seng, he put and he built a memorial room to dedicate it to Nishimura after his death in 2013. So our aim is to setting up a virtual exhibition space like this, and we use by scanning by the 3D scanning all the objects in display at the Kim Lan Museum and the Quang Ngai province, and putting all the 3D artifacts online for researcher and audience to do research or to just visit to get the information of the artifact and the object from the exhibitions. Our second object is to digitizing, classifying, and cataloging and posting on the website of Nishimura's published research work. First, we will make a list of published research work by Nishimura. We gather all the material and we scan and edit and convert it to the PDF file, and then we upload to the website and let people to know about his work, and people can be free to get to download or to share the documents. We will also make a list and map of the archaeological site that Nishimura has participated in excavating and researching in Vietnam. We make a list of documents, information, and college for each location. We conduct data collection, digitize visual, written, audio, and video document, and we also post on the official website of the project. For example, like this is the website to archive all the academic work of the late Professor Michael Vickery, an American historian. And before Michael Vickery passed away a few years ago, he himself and his relative have established a website and put all of his academic works online for the people to get research and to get downloads. And so it could be a model for us to implement for the Nishimura project. Here are some another example of another new archaeologist, Professor Chuck Hagen from New Zealand. He also put all of his draft, drawing, and excavation diaries, and he also put online for the people to use. And this also could be a model for us to do in the future for the Nishimura project. So why doing this project, we are facing several challenges. For example, the financial difficulties is the most challenging for us because in the first year, all the members joining this project as a volunteer because the budget is 0, and secondly, is the geographic distance, because most of the core members of the project based in Hanoi and Japan, but many sites related to Nishimura's activity are in central and the southern Vietnam. We also face difficulties in finding the good equipment like the good scanners or camera to do the document. Our future direction for this for the phase 2 of the Nishimura project is as we try to build a network of volunteers in Vietnam, Japan, and around the world who could help with undertaking parts of the project. We try to search for financial support or sponsors to maintain the website, hosting server in the future, and also to publish the unpublished book by Nishimura, and etc. And our ultimate goal is to establish a Nishimura Foundation. That's we could we could provide a small financial support for emerging scholars in the field of archaeology and heritage in Vietnam. So thank you very much.